You're good to go.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, and we are just jumping right into it here. We've got N versus Pwndahbear winners finals. Palutena versus Yoshi of all things.
How about that? Oh, I do.
So one of the main things that Pwndahbear is going to have to be wary of, which is sort of the same thing that anybody facing Palutena has got to be wary of, is dealing with back air pressure. So something that you're going to see N doing a lot, I assume, is going to be doing these weird sort of approaches where he's facing away from Yoshi.
Yeah, he does a lot of raw approaches. N's entire style, he's trying to bait you in, and then he's going to back air you.
Right, exactly, because that move basically full body invincibility, at least on the half that's near you.
You can't egg through it, so...
Right, exactly. So, I mean, the main thing that he's going to be doing are these RAR approaches, and then he can either try and tomahawk into a reverse grab, because Palutena's grab is massive,
Exactly.
Or alternatively, just throw out the back air. So
I was really looking forward to seeing this matchup, because Pwndahbear is a ball of fire when it comes to his play. He's everywhere.
especially when he gets momentum, which he is demonstrating right now. He's a very, he's generally a very momentum-based player.
And Yoshi definitely benefits from this because of his explosive. Like, he doesn't have combos, but almost like strings, I would guess, is what you call it.
So the main thing is that N's just going to have to be, just have to continue playing patiently. He's doing a really good job of it so far.
He hasn't given up.
That's the main thing that Yoshi wants you to do is sort of get frustrated, especially with the forward air coverage.
Yeah,
He wants you to guard. He wants you to drop your guard for just a moment, and that's all it's going to take to get that forward air meteor or that down B out of shield, which is another option that Angelo absolutely loves throwing out.
The one thing you can never do against this Yoshi is stop air dodging.
Oh, that was a really good spot dodge. I didn't even see it come out.
Up there so low.
Unfortunately,
Angelo has momentum right now.
Was just a little too early in going for the down throw up air conversion. Yoshi able to air dodge through it and get the punish.
Personally, I don't agree with the stage for N. Like, the back air kills, but like Angelo has stage control most of the time, so you're not really gonna be getting that. And his F smash is intangible, so like, he's gonna be throwing that out against you when you're trying to get up from that ledge area.
The only other thing I can think of is he might be looking for that platform help. Not necessarily as something to land on, but as something to prevent Yoshi from forward airing him while he's off stage, because it's harder to pass through the platform to get into forward air position.
I can see that.
Or if you do get meteored, you could just land on the platform as well. Jab into dash attack, almost killing. That was actually a really clever conversion.
Jump out of that.
I actually read the air dodge was a little slow.
Yoshi has a
soft spike? No, he does get the final hit.
He spaced it wrong to get the soft spike.
Gets the egg late. This is the punish though. That was actually a good rift going on by N.
So Angelo, it's more like, it's not about the damage he gets from it, it's more of just the momentum. Like, he's controlling this stuff.
So, N's got to find some way to close this out. He's going to be looking for a grab eventually to get the back throw kill, but he has to be facing it on the correct side. Tried to time.
I don't agree with that option.
Oh no, I think he was hoping that the mash would get him out just in time to get caught immediately by it, instead of taking the reduced egg damage.
I also think he might have just been pushing buttons.
That's also very possible.
Like, not to discredit this player anyways. When he has momentum, he acts faster than he thinks sometimes.
And again, that might just be a calculated risk. I mean, he's got the stock lead at 134%. He might have figured, I throw this out and it lands, I get the kill.
I do that a lot. Yeah, I get that. Pwndahbear takes game one pretty convincingly, actually.
Yeah, that was not a bad showing at all. We will see what kind of adjustments N makes here.
I am quite surprised, actually, because, you know, Palutena has that up air that just, imagine, eats Yoshi's double armor, right?
Maybe. Like, it's so hard to tell with the
armor.
double jump armor. I never understand what breaks it and what doesn't.
I was told it was heavy armor, then I was also been told it's super armor.
I don't know. As far as I'm aware, it's super, but I mean, it could be heavy. I don't know all that much about Yoshi aside from how good forward air is. So,
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, he just gonna double jump out of all that grab.
So Battlefield is an interesting call here.
I agree with it.
I think he's trying to just get more of that platform pressure on Yoshi because Yoshi, of course, has that aerial mobility that he likes to abuse, but his actual landing options are pretty poor if he's not facing towards you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now that he has to try and space his own movement out away from landing on the platforms, like, this is free pressure for Palutena if he gets the momentum.
Also his movement in general.
That was a really good tech. Being aware of the reverse hit of Nair and sending him towards the stage instead of away from it. Really good stuff to keep alive. Quick dash attack coming through for the punish. Not bad. That was actually a really good movement too. He was able to reverse that dash right upon landing on the ground.
See, right now this is where N wants to be. He has center stage. He just wants to back air as Angelo
Yeah,
approaches.
you're seeing a lot of empty hots, a lot of RAR approaches. He's trying to bait out some sort of action.
Good ledge cancel.
Perfect edge cancel. He was doing that a lot in his double set, from what I was told anyway.
I saw that. Yes, it was. I played it. It's scary.
No. Good patience to avoid the forward air.
That was bad DI.
Bad DI. Battlefield coming through though, even with all that.
Oh, I think the up air actually messed up his down B.
That might have, because Angelo, like, he doesn't miss those.
No, yeah,
he's
exactly.
really good at that.
I feel like the up air probably messed it up.
That was a good coverage option, and also good patience from him to recognize he was going for that soft spot. Gonna get scooped up by down B. Favorite move.
The thing about playing Angelo is it's like, not only does he play Yoshi, which is a matchup no one gets, but it's also like, he plays a really gimmicky Yoshi.
Yeah,
he
like,
knows all the cheats.
And that's the thing too. You know he's gonna go for it, but you never know when. Like sometimes he throws it out, and it's not. You can tell it's not like raw. Like he's got it calculated when he wants to throw it out, but you're still like, how did you think to use it there? And then it works.
You're like, that's a bad option, but it happened. Yeah, it worked.
So just have to hold that. So anyway, here we go. As I was commenting on one of his earlier matches, he's surprisingly good at getting grabs with Yoshi. A character not known for his grabbing prowess.
Yeah, Angelo goes for a lot of tech chases and like, I don't know if he intentionally does it, but he reads movement really well, like your rolls and
Oh
stay
yeah,
plays.
he's very excellent with it. And of course, Yoshi is a great character for that because his aerial mobility is just nuts.
He uses like low nairs and jabs to get you on the ground in that situation, and they just read you.
Meanwhile, Manda's done a really good job of taking this back. It's like you were commenting on earlier. All he's doing is maintaining stage control and not sort of letting Yoshi play his own game. This is where I think that the Battlefield pick is coming into play. He has a lot of aerial pressure he can put on in that center stage, but if Yoshi wants to approach from the sides, he has to either commit to landing on a platform or staying grounded, neither of which are appealing options against Palutena.
I can see that, yeah. The main thing is now that he's holding stage control, Angel's not getting him off stage, and his game's just one of his strongest. And like, he can't get those.
Positive mix-up recovery, knowing not to just land on stage with his double jump.
He had to read that.
Fishing for that. But
He's way off ledge. He has a chance.
forward air, not going to take it out. And also got to be really cautious. Like he has to get this finish off. He can't just fish for it. I was gonna say I didn't think up air was or up throw was a kill throw, but I mean
You are 167 with for a little bit of rage.
Thankfully for Angelo, Yoshi real heavy, a lot heavier than most people think.
Oh yeah. He just knocked out a shield.
Oh, actually had enough time to get out of that. I half wonder if what he actually wanted was to jump and up air, and he might have just inputted too fast and jump cancel and up smash.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets it with the shield drop forward smash.
Something I must say.
Oh,
Pwndahbear up 2-0 against N.
how did he get that read?
That was a read and a half almost, really.
He might be.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Got the momentum going.
One thing I can say though is N, you know, yeah.
I guess the 9th place curse.
Did you?
Last one is again, every time, close games, get me.
Yeah.
2-0, yep. Alright, so here we are moving into third game, and it looks like we're bringing out the pit.
I agree with this. The multi-hits looks good against.
Multi-hits are good for dealing with this.
Down smash is quick.
The main thing that Pit's really good at is this character is like built entirely around neutral play. Like if you're gonna play Pit, you either have to. Well, I mean, you can always just like Pit as a character. I mean, that's that's always fair enough.
If you're that guy.
But I mean,
Also, I feel like Pit's down might be pretty good in this matchup with the Yoshi recovering because it would reflect the egg back, right?
yeah, exactly. And it's got a win box on it too, which I mean, Yoshi's like. His aerial mobility is good enough where a win box isn't going to mess with him too much, you wouldn't think, but if he's caught without his jump or something, like that could prove devastating. But anyway, the main appeal of Pit, like from a gameplay perspective, is like neutral, because he's all about resetting the neutral and getting these like really safe, almost reactionary types of like burst mobility punishes. Like all of his moves on the ground are really far reaching and really fast. The only problem with him is that he doesn't really get extended juggles too much. Like he has his own conversions and the like. He's really good at applying pressure, just like arrows. But he doesn't have very much guaranteed. So I think what he's looking for is trying to go out in the neutral.
I agree with that, but I feel like that's the wrong sentiment to have in this.
Ah, he went too deep with it.
Because with Palutena, you have the back air, which is like it's a really powerful tool to keep Angelo out of neutral.
Right.
I didn't feel like he was really beating him in neutral that much that like he can take this risk.
No, the main thing's been disadvantage, which I mean, Pit and Palutena are pretty similar at disadvantage, so I suppose that Pit's recovery is a little more vulnerable, but he can mix it up more than Palutena because of multi-jumps.
I feel like, but with Palutena you can teleport high, so then you can't be two-framed against Yoshi if they down him.
I think what the real trade-off is going to be here is he's giving up, and he's sort of like really overbearing neutral tools, both back air and dash attack with Palutena, in favor of just being more well-rounded, and also he's gaining a forward-facing kill throw. He was actually getting a lot of grabs on the ledge against Angelo last set, but Palutena doesn't have a killing forward throw, so he wasn't getting much reward off of it. Whereas Pitts actually does kill pretty early for kill throws.
But I feel like if you don't have those neutral tools, you're not going to get into as high, at least not as easily.
Exactly.
I feel like Angel's controlling this game pretty well up until, of course, the SD.
Of course. Not sure if that's guaranteed.
There was no follow-up off of this. These arrows are really missing.
Oh yeah, he's really good at it. That's a really clever one. He's trying to predict the early double jump with high recovery.
That down. Oh.
Oh, he actually is double jump. Oh no, he didn't take a double jump, but he is going to get caught out. Had to recover high.
Now it's Angel's counter pick. I feel like he, the rage quit.
That was Pit that saved.
So if Angela wanted to, he could play the "you gotta take a stock" rule. If you wanted to be the dirtiest player imaginable, you'd be like, "Oh, you paused? Sorry, mate.
I'm speeding up the tournament.
Rules are rules. My hands are tied."
I wonder where he's gonna take him. Lilac, yeah, that sounds okay.
That's not a bad call. Trying to exploit that recovery of Yoshi.
However, the platforms are lower, so the pit up smash will reach through on this stage.
Oh yeah, that's also a really good point. Yeah, because Pit's up smash, really solid tool. Because again, all of his smash attacks super fast.
Oh,
like I think down smash is rank 5 if I remember right.
It's 5 or 6, I think. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's like one of the ones I can test from Mario's down smash.
But this is Angelo's comfort pick, so like I understand this.
Yeah,
plus I feel like the slam man misses the arrows a little bit.
It's certainly true. And of course, trying to bank on the recovery problems with Lilat's edges is a double-edged sword, because Pit has the same sort of problem with his recovery being really linear. So he has to be very wary of his spacing there as well.
And just keeping him in does a lot better.
This is where Yoshi struggles, is landing directly on top of somebody. He doesn't ever want to do that. He either wants to land in front of you, he wants to cross you up, because otherwise he has to either commit to no option or he has to commit to a down B or down air, both of which are punishable.
Beautiful swing by Angelo, brought it all the way back.
Yeah, well, Yoshi just does so much damage when he hits momentum rolling, as we were talking about.
Absolutely.
Oh, actually read the ball in. That was actually good awareness by him. Doesn't get the tech. Doesn't manage to grab the ledge. Lilat coming through.
However, that was against Angelo.
It was, so even game suddenly. Last stock.
I feel like this is still in Yoshi's favor that work because he can get those explosive kills like the fair and the down air.
And this might be what Ken was looking for with the switch back to Pit. We're getting these sort of vertical juggles because that is one area where Pit definitely exceeds over Palutena's vertical juggles. Palutena's up there, really good move, but not really a juggling type of move. It's more of a finisher. So yeah,
absolutely. You would have to call him out harder when you win, basically.
Exactly. Good spot dodge. I can never tell if egg roll is intentional or not. Because
I think he's trying to egg, to be honest. However, I think he's so used to it that he has strats with that in just in case.
Yeah, because he knows the timing of how early he can break out of that. It looked way less laggy than I ever remember that from being.
This could be a follow-up and off the egg play. If he can get out of neutral, if he gets after 10, 21%, he can definitely finish the stock.
This is a problem that Anglo's having with this Lilat set so far. At least the second stock is he can't figure out how to get Pit out of these platforms. Like he can't figure out how to get these. Oh, he falls out of it. Gets caught again.
He needs to go to a stage where he can land.
2-2. And suddenly we are on winner's stock, or winner's game. For both of these speeds.
This is interesting. Game 5.
Yeah. You have to wonder how different this would be if that SD didn't come through on the first stock.
That's true.
Because that was still a pretty close game in the end. Winner's finals.
Breaking out the... Huh? I drowned, dude.
Oh, are you out?
Yeah.
Ah, rip.
I lost opponent. Huh? Yeah, after this, I'm probably the Corrin pick. I agree with this completely.
So we're sort of mixing swords with swords. The only problem he's gonna have is now he's a character that's vulnerable to Pit's edge guarding, whereas Yoshi can just ignore most of it once the double jump came through.
Oh, Corrin's up is pretty safe against.
It is pretty safe for the most part. Head isn't protected, so if you get a well-aimed thing, or maybe even the multi-hits, if you do something like an air outreaches.
Yeah.
That was a little air into the down air there, kind of hoping that it would poke through the platform, but N was well aware that that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with this Corrin pick. I see the logic behind it. You hard counter pick the straight land. Matchup he doesn't know. Oh. Surprised
Big shield doesn't get pineapple, which is always good.
it's enjoyable.
So that was actually a very clever move by N there, trying to go for the cross-up grab instead of just the forward grab, because everyone knows Pit wants to grab you forward on the ledge, because it's kill for you. So to do the cross-up there,
Really great conversion right now. He brought this really deep.
this is one of the things Corrin's really good at, is it's one of those characters where it feels like everything just springs into everything when you get started. It is. He's doing a really good job of avoiding this arrow pressure.
His movement is very crisp. However, I feel like he doesn't really understand how to use it.
Okay, he managed to get off. Wispy was coming in there to make things difficult for him.
Oh,
Almost lived, actually. I was gonna say, I know Pit's smashes aren't the strongest, but that was still forward smash. Like,
he's gonna. Speaking of avoid these low percent grab combos and take the shock, he can definitely bring this back.
that's the main thing. Yeah, it's going to be avoiding getting the juggle started. Getting a little lucky with N's whiff grabs, but not getting any punishes. And oh, that was a little errant. Like, I half wonder if he thought he had taken his jump
that
somewhere.
dash again. That's a little wacky.
So there he was protected from the arrows coming at him.
He is playing Corrin though, so he's definitely not out of this yet.
Oh, absolutely. And it was something that we were talking about in the last set when he was playing against Nox, is one of the things we'd like to see a little less of coming from his Corrin. These forward smash, because the move commands really good space, and of course has the charging hitbox on it, which makes it difficult to intercept.
Oh, and that ends. That was...
And is going to take the set, but reverse 3-0 to
Interesting.
move on to grand finals.
Now,
While Pwndahbear moves into losers.
I'm not sure who we have waiting in losers right now. I see Ham playing Bort, and that's Bracket. I saw he took out Anacetus or
Antaeus?
yeah, Antaeus. Typhet.
Typhet.
As other people might remember.
And I see over there we actually have Nox pulling out the Villager. Good to see he still has Villager.
Yeah, I know he has mixed opinions about Villager, but I don't think he can drop her.